Good afternoon and welcome to Friday with, no, it's not Friday with Fiona. I keep doing this. It's Christmas in July and it's day 6 today. So I've got something a little bit different. I'm using the Forever Plaid embossing folder, which I've done in, you might have guessed it, cloud cover. I've got a cloud cover base, and I'm doing it the 10th way again. And I've got a piece of the two-tone. So this is also the two-tone. I might do the lighter side actually, and I need to trim it down. So this is a half of A4, so 29.6 by 10.5 scored in half at 14.8, and then I need to cut down this piece of two-tone, so I'll cut that down by half a centimetre, so it'll be 10 by 14.3. So let me just see, 10. I think I'm going to need to use my trimmer actually to get it right. Let me just make some space. And we're doing some heat embossing today, so I do love a bit of heat embossing and some unusual colours, which I saw an Australian demo do, and I would never have thought of it. And I gave it a try and I absolutely fell in love with it. So right, so that's 10 and it needs to be 14.3. Okay. There we go. That should be okay. Let's get that out of the way and get a bit of space. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the lighter side. I'm getting my sanding block. And before we put it on, I'm just going to do a bit of sanding to show up the white core. And it's not, the middle's not going to be seen, it's just the edges that are going to be seen. That should do it. Right, and then I'm going to pop that on my card base with some wet glue. I should just about get enough out of this, I think. Okay, and I'm going to pop that on. So you'll be able to see a little bit of the card base underneath. There we go. So that's the card base ready. So we'll just move that out of the way. And then I've got a piece of the two-tone cloud cover, and that is just over 3.5 by 3.5. I've got my embossing. I've got silver and gold. That's what we're going to be doing today. So get the embossing folder out of the way. And I'm using the bauble blooms, stamping and die cutting today. So the first one I'm going to do is the leaves. And I'm going to use some Versamark stamp pad. And I'm going to do the gold. Let's make some space. Just realised I didn't use my embossing buddy, so I'll just use that first. I'm going to because it dries quite quickly. Okay, I'm going to stamp that. And this is part of the embossing kit. It has a special name, but I can't remember what it is. And you've got this great funnel to get the powder out. Okay. Didn't realise there was some white left in there, so I'm just going to try and get the gold out without the white. And the reason I'm doing this now is because I'm going to be using silver in a minute, so I need to get this out, and then it comes straight out like that. The white is stuck, so I will try and get that out before I use the silver. There we go. I think that's all the gold out. Pop that lid back on. Just a bit of gold there. I'm just going to wipe it with some kitchen roll. Ready for the silver. Okay, so then another part of the, I think it's an embossing essentials kit, and you get this and an embossing buddy. It's really, really good, really useful, and these tweezers are just brilliant. So I'm going to get my heat gun, put it on the maximum, let it heat up for a minute, and then come from underneath, and hopefully you'll see it start to change. It's starting to change now. Okay, so that's the outside part. And now I'm going to take, so this is actually 3-step stamping. So you do the leaves and then you've got 2 sets of flowers. Now last time I did this one, so I'm going to try this one. I don't know what, I've got one that we can compare. So let me just clean that one and put it away. Really fun. Okay, so this has got more detail, I think. We'll see which one looks the better. Okay, so I need my silver. I'm just going to run my body bussing. I can't speak. Embossing buddy. I don't know what I was saying before. And then just going to tap with my Versamark. And then I'm going to line it up. So this bit at the bottom, it's like a little heart. And then you've got this bit here. So I'm trying not to get in the way of the camera. And this time I'm going to do silver. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. That was not good. That was not planned. Okay, let's get it on and then I'll sweep up. Oh, let's get my little mini Hoover, which was a Christmas present. Let's do a little bit of hoovering. Oh dear, that was completely unplanned. Right. Okay, I will just leave that till later, sort that out. Let's move it somewhere safe. Oh my goodness, what a mess that would have been. Okay, so I haven't managed to stamp it quite in the right place, but some of it is. I was doing it at an angle, I couldn't get my head straight over it. So, and then I've got one to compare it with. So this is the detail, and the other one is like the filled in. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, and then, right, let's put those tweezers away. I'm just going to check what needs to go with that. The size, the bauble should go through my mini cut and emboss machine. Let's get the plates. Yes, it will. Perfect. So I'm just going to make a bit of space, clean that. My laptop's downstairs and I'm so used to having me on there, but there's nothing there because it's downstairs. And wishing you a merry, happy Christmas and glad tidings. So we'll do the sentiment in a minute. Let me just get what? Oh, I can still feel some. I'm going to get the Hoover back. It goes everywhere, that embossing powder. I'll have to throw this bit of grid paper away. Right, let's get the machine. Okay. Just line that up. I'm just going to use some reusable sellotape to hold it in place. I don't think you saw what I was doing there, but it's going to come through now. So dinky, I love it. Love, love, love it. There we go. Nee, lovely. And then I've got a choice of, there's two types of the thing that you can do to hang it. Is that one, which I don't like because it doesn't cover the whole of the top. This one does. And I've done it in gold and silver. Oh, the silvers are there. So that's the gold. And I've lost my silvers. Where's my silver? There it is. There's my silver. So that's the gold. And that's the silver. But I think because the cloud cover is a like a cool color, personally I think the silver works better. I don't know, what do you think? No, I think I'm going to go with the silver. Okay, keep the golds for another time. So I'm just going to get what I'm going to do first is take my bone folder and just give it a bit of a curl, because it using the heat guns kind of warped it a bit. There we go. And so I'm just going to pop some glue along the top here. And pop that on there like so. Make sure it's straight. And there we go. Right, finished with the gold. So back to the card base. And I'm going to put some silver. Actually, no, I'll use gold twine. And you know what? I should have done it before I stuck that down. But that's okay. Put it through there. Actually, I'm going to do it doubles. Oops, sorry. Okay. And I need it to see if I can open this up a little bit. There we go. I hope I'm in camera while I'm doing this. Just going to tuck the twine down there. Get my tweezers. And I'm going to use some dimensionals for the bauble. I just need to stick that down. So some of it's coming out, but I can sort that out when it's dry. I'm just going to hold it in place for a second. Oh, I've got my peg. Let me use my peg. There we go. And then I can pop some dimensionals behind. You see it's warped, and I should have used, but that's why I'm going to use the dimensionals. Okay, just peel the backs off. Okay, and let's put it down there. And that will be dry in a second. Let's get some kitchen roll, get rid of that wet glue. Okay, and I'm just going to do a little bow, a little gold bow. So it's got some white on one side, just a little bow. Right, and then that's going to go on there. Let's make it a little bit smaller, more delicate. Oh, and I'm going to use a glue dot for that. Oh, it's beautiful. Really, really love that. I hope you do too. See the really lovely. So I just need to put sentiment on. So I think we'll just do Merry Christmas. And I just need a little strip of cloud cover, which I have here, and I'll stamp it in. Probably should do it in, no, maybe I should do it in silver. What do you think? Or white? Oh, make a decision, woman. Let's do it in gold, because so I'm going to do Merry. I could actually do it in white. Yeah, let's try it in white. Embossing buddy. We'll see how this goes. So I'm going to do the Merry. Yep, should be straight. And I'm going to emboss that before it dries. Put the embossing powder on before it dries. I still got the silver in the other one, so right, I'm just going to heat emboss that. If it's hot to the touch, it's not. Yeah, it's not quite done. Right, let's do the Christmas. Merry. Sort that out a minute. Let's back the heat gun. Perfect. And then I can just trim that down. A little bit too wide. There we go. across the top, across the bottom. I know. And I saw my mini dimensionals a minute ago, but can I find them now? Where did I see them? Mini dimensionals. I'll just have to use these ones. Mary. Christmas. Aha. No, I need to peel that off. Merry Christmas. Oh, I really love that. Just needs a little bit of wet glue there. Yep, I'm really, really pleased with that. I hope you like it. You see the silver and gold. So here's the one I did earlier, and that was using the filled in version of the flower, which I like them both actually. And I didn't want you to sit and watch me do the same thing again. So again, I just heat embossed with the gold and the silver, and I've used the silver top. And I'm going to make this into a gift tag. So it's cloud cover, which is light enough to write on. And I'm just going to do the ribbon, the same thing with the ribbon. Put that through. Whoops. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could do another bauble in basic white and put it on the back. But I think the cloud cover's light enough to. And there's your gift tag. How's that? And that would fit perfectly in your box of tags that we made the other day. There we go. I'm in my tags. Yeah, really, really, really am in love with that. So, okay, thank you for watching me on Christmas in July, day 6. And I won't be here tomorrow. Day 7 will be on Friday with Fiona at the usual time of 2:30, and I'll be using the kit Christmas wishes, and I will show you what the kit makes, but I will also make an additional project just so you can see that you can stretch the kits. Thanks for watching and have a lovely rest of your day. Bye.